said human is DCS, and we said kitty is just BS, so brachiocephalic and what?
Subclavian? Yeah, left.
Left common carotid?
Left subclavian artery.
BS.
Yep.
BS. So now the brachiocephalic artery has 3 branches off of it. So what's the outermost one?
Right subclavian.
Right subclavian artery. What's the next one?
Right common carotid
Artery. The next one?
Left subclavian.
Left common carotid.
Left common carotid artery. And then just like in us, the branch out here by itself is the S. The S is left subclavian artery. So brachiocephalic artery, left subclavian artery. Remember, just like in us, only one brachiocephalic artery, but 2 brachiocephalic veins. So when you come off the top of the heart, we know this first piece is superior vena cava. And then where it splits, where its first split happens is brachiocephalic, so right brachiocephalic vein and left brachiocephalic vein. And then it turns into right subclavian vein, and then axillary and brachial and radial, so forth. So since they're split off, probably ask you those on flat man and probably stick to the point of the piece right there. You know that's superior vena cava. You know underneath the heart it's inferior vena cava. If you're following down, you're looking up underneath.
Sorry for all up in your.
Oh, whoa.
What is that?
Now we found it. Now we found coming off the aortic arch, this part of the aorta that's coming down to the diaphragm is called what?
Inferior vena cava? Wait.
The artery. Still part of the aorta, but it's descending the aorta. Until it hits the diaphragm. It hits the diaphragm, it's no longer descending the aorta. It is then that thing. Below the diaphragm, it is the abdominal aorta. The diaphragm is a separation between descending aorta and abdominal aorta.
Oh gosh.
Okay? So in the gut, it's easy to see things that are easy for me to point out. I'll do on the cat. Things you can tell, that you can tell a difference in. Like there, so you can see left renal vein, left renal artery. Following the IVC down, you can see branches, so you can see that this side would be left.
Common iliac.
Yeah, left common iliac, right common iliac. On the right one, you can see that there's a branch on the inside, so right external iliac would be there,
internal.
and there would be right internal iliac. Cross through the pelvis again, and it changes to femoral. So left femoral artery, right femoral or femoral artery. Glands. Endocrine glands. I ask you those things. Those things are what? Ovaries. Yeah. So those little ovaries hanging out.
Oh God.
What's that?
Oh God. The pulmonary trunk? No.
That's a rectum. Just got to cut it off so I can get out of the way of all these arteries and veins. If I ask you coming up on both sides of the larynx, what thyroid gland is surrounding the larynx, almost like a bow tie worth of endocrine material. If I find some thymus, it'll be just above the heart, and it'll be kind of a tannish, brownish material just above the heart. I haven't found any good thymus yet to show you, so I'm not sure if I will. That's, well, One thing you can see here, I'm not going to ask you this, but I want you to be able to see it. As we said, the abdominal aorta when we first passed through our diaphragm. So we passed through our diaphragm. I've now butchered this kitty so that the abdominal aorta now is really exposed. So that first little branch coming up, would be that celiac. But then that next little branch we can see leading out into here. So now you can see that is the superior mesenteric. It's feeding all these little arteries in the mesenteric. You can see them clearly when you stretch the intestines out.
So that's what branches off from the superior mesenteric artery, like the little branch in the flat man.
Little knob in the flat
yeah.
man, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's what it is in the kitty cat. Same in us, but
Right.
cut it off so we can't see it.
So gland-wise, it would just be like thyroid gland and thymus, possibly, if you can find a good one.
And ovaries, and if I get a male, testes are another possibility.
Those would be pretty obvious, though, right?
Well, hopefully. Now, I won't ask you. Let's see what I want to ask you. I won't ask you the adrenaline glands because in the cat they're kind of separated off, and normally they're not very distinct.
No.
Even if you find them, they're usually just little teeny pieces of little glandular material. Not easy to see. That's about it.
That's it.
Can you do
this one?
Ma'am?
That's it for this one. The thyroid and then.
So I'll probably have about 3 cats. We'll have some veins and a couple of glands.
Could you fly through this one more time? Or not
Sure.
fly through it, but I know we're almost out of time.
Alright, so big stuff coming off is SVC, so superior vena cava. And then we split into left and right. So we go to right brachiocephalic vein, left brachiocephalic vein. Follow that up and it splits into right subclavian. And then to the carotids. So common, not a carotid, jugular. So external jugular, and there will be internal jugular. Obviously cut off, if I can't find a better piece than that, I'm not even try to show you that. But here's the star of this kitty, or the 2 nice branches coming off of the aortic arch. So brachiocephalic and left subclavian artery. And then you can really see clearly the three branches off of the brachiocephalic. So off the brachiocephalic you've got right subclavian artery, right common carotid artery, left common carotid artery, and it's running straight up around the trachea. And then the last branch is just like in us, subclavian, so left subclavian artery.
Okay.
What else?
And then the renal things that you...
So renals are just find a kidney. And
Okay.
the blue is going to be the
Vein.
vein, and the red is going to be the artery.
Okay.
And you just pick which side. This
Okay.
would be left side. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Just looks different, okay.
It does.
That, where it branches off,
So,
is your...
so you're coming off of the inferior vena cava, and when you make that first branch, you're going iliac, so common iliac, so left common
Yeah.
iliac vein, right common iliac vein, and then you get down to here, and you see the internal, so the right internal iliac's been chopped off, but the right external iliac's still in a nice piece.
Okay. And then that's where it's femoral.
And then after you get through the pelvis, I'll put it down here. I won't just put it like right there because you couldn't tell where the pelvis was. So down in there would be femoral, so that would be left femoral vein,
Okay.
left femoral artery.
That's really not even half of what